Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. How we doing? What's up, Goddess? How you doing, Jedi? Good to see you all in here. There we go. Ah, this is good music, isn't it? It's good. Oh. Good to know. Let's see what the problem is. I hear the music great, but I understand that you may not. So let's see. It's a little soft, perhaps. Try to turn it up a little bit. Anything muted? Strange. Let me check other things on my end. We'll find out. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, no music there either. Weird. Oh wait, no, I've got music. I've got music big time. Yeah. There we go. How you doing, Vincere Muthos? It's good music. I don't want you to miss the music. It's real good. It's real good. We love it. How's your Thursday, everybody? We doing okay? It's been a pretty good day. Been a pretty good day. I'll be honest, I'm a little under the weather today. Not bad, just a little bit of a headache. I have, and let me tell you what it is. I think that my headache is because, I don't know if any of you get these. Several years ago, I discovered that I was allergic to whitening in toothpaste. To whitening in toothpaste. I have an allergy to it. And whenever I use it, or even like almost in the same room as it feels like, I get sores in my mouth. And so apparently I used a whitening toothpaste on accident recently, and my mouth has got some sores in it. And I think that it's been so painful today, which I've discovered that the day that it's the worst pain is like the next day you start to feel a lot better. But I think that I've had so much pain in my mouth, like on the tip of my tongue especially, that it's giving me a headache. So it's all good. All good. Have you ever had those? Like, man, the slightest spice in food, if you can even eat, like, oh my gosh, it feels awful. Awful. So, it's what it is, you know? But we carry on. Vincere, hey, Prof, I need to know this from you. Which of the One-Winged Angels version is my favorite? That's a good question. You would go with Advent Children? That's a good one. That's a good one. Which one is my favorite? I'll tell you this. Oh man. I love the one in Rebirth. I love it. But I think that I'm most partial to the one in Remake. And let me tell you why. Because at the end of it, it meshes with the main theme of Final Fantasy VII in like this very climactic ending. I absolutely love the way that one ends. Powerful stuff. I love it. So that would be my answer, the remake version. The remake version, not Rebirth, remake. Yeah, that one's just really good because it brings in all these different leitmotifs, like the Whispers is in it, the Whispers theme, the main theme, the battle theme is in there a little bit. Oh my gosh, like Cloud's main battle theme. I think that one's my favorite. It's like a medley of all this hype stuff. Yeah, I love that one. I've been thinking a lot about remake and Rebirth lately. Yeah, I liked Rebirths, but I think that I liked the theatrics of the remake version more. I've been thinking a lot about remake and Rebirth lately because I am plugging away on a series of video lectures, video essays for you guys. I'm really excited about it. I'm really, really excited about it. I hope that they get done by the time school starts. But it's slow. It's slow going a little bit. It's a dedication and like a commitment to set aside some time to write every day. And that's what I've discovered I have to do. Because once I get into a flow, oh my gosh, it's great. But part of my content creation process is listening repeatedly to various songs that I know that I want to use in the lecture series. And so I'll write an outline of a script, and then like I'll be at the gym or on a run or even a drive or something, and I'll be playing and replaying the same song in my head over and over and over again. And I'll actually speak to myself different lines or phrases that I know I want to use based on the outline. And it's just a lot of lather, rinse, repeat with that. Like, I don't sit down and write a script beginning to end. I have a tendency to let it marinate and to go back and tweak it a little bit, but then I'll just have these epiphanies of like, oh, that's the exact right wording that I want to use today. So I was working on the intro to one of my lectures for the fall called Defying Destiny, and I always know that something's gonna hit when I, in practicing it, even if I'm at the gym, get chills. And today I got some chills. It's pretty good. So anyway, I think you're really gonna like this series. It's coming up this fall. It's gonna be a little bit more varied than the first series that I did, the remake series. I think y'all are gonna like it. But even if you don't, that's okay. It's kind of for you, but it's mainly for me. Jedi, surely you can relate to that. You draw for yourself, do art for yourself, and then if other people like it, that's awesome. Music is great at acting as a guidance. I'm gonna beat you to the Rebirth content. I doubt it. Also, yo. So it's been a minute since we talked. I assume you're hard at work. I'm hard at work too. My simple 3 lectures videos have grown to about 6. Because, like, there were things that I was like, well, I can just include that into my, like, lecture play. But then I was like, nah, it's too good. It doesn't fit in the video I was working on, but it needs to be its own video. Been traveling a lot. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm flying out to Michigan tomorrow. So, same thing. But yeah, they're going to be good. Like, I've got deeply theological things, but like one of the things that I really want to do with my videos, and I was talking to friend of the show, MJ Gallagher, the other day, and I was like, man, like, you and I, our Venn diagram is pretty close, but it's not a full overlap between the two of us. He looks at mythology and really makes these comparisons. But I found that what I like to do is to almost give a call to action in my videos. So it's like mythology or theology put into practice. Like why would somebody listen to this or watch this or play this to better their lives? And that's kind of one of the things that I think about. So anyway, yeah, we're just kind of vibing tonight. It's kind of a slow vibe tonight, isn't it? But yeah, got some good stuff. 3 of them I think are going to be deeply theological. 2 of them are going to be psychological, and 1 is going to be literary. Isn't that crazy? Figure out how to link Rebirth to the Pinocchio story. Well, Tifa does get eaten up by the whale. So, there it is. Literary Pinocchio. Nope, not Pinocchio. That is not going to be a lecture video. But let me tell you, like, something I've been kind of thinking about lately. So many people have, like, DM'd me and hit me up on Discord, and they're like, hey, love what you're doing, and would love to help in some way. And I, you know, like, I'm simple, you know, I haven't really thought about things like that. I mean, I don't even really have, like, official, like, mods and stuff like that. But I found the need to have, like, research assistants. And so several of you have asked, hey, how can we help? We love this stuff. And all that I can say right now is that in a few weeks, I'm going to open up some opportunities for people to help and volunteer their interests, passions, and time, whether that's research assisting or maybe art, who knows. But what I found is that people kind of want to help. I've been getting so many interesting outlines of research and like, hey, have you thought of this and stuff? And like, I have a conversation and I'm like, hey, this would be, people ask me ideas and I'm like, hey, you know, expand that a little bit. And it really feels like I'm working with some of my students, but I've been really grateful and humbled today by that. It's been really strange reading through some of these like things that people have sent me, and it's not like anything official. It's not like a document. It's like just DMs, and I'm just like, wow, that's really cool. So, never thought that I would be in a place on this where I would have like what I would call research assistants. But I think that's actually what I'm going to end up calling this. This kind of opportunity for collaboration and stuff. RAs. Kind of cool. Go figure. CRAs, Channel Research Assistants. That's kind of cool. I like that. Well, enough of that. Let's dive into it. I'm really trying to wait on my, like, Advil to kick in. Because, like I said, I got a little bit of a headache, but I'm good. You keep having new thoughts about Rebirth? Yeah, me too. I'm not deep in drafting yet, but my iPhone notes list, honestly, yeah. I have sticky notes, notepads, iPhone notes, you name it. It's just like all over the place. So today I really sat down in a coffee shop and was like just typing away at a bunch of different things. And I think it's going to be fun. I am so excited for just the slate of content between the stuff that I'm doing, you're doing sub. We've got a bunch of people that are working on a lot of cool things right now. Yeah, it's neat. Everybody, just a couple things before we start the show, I guess, tonight. Show, stream, whatever we want to call it. A couple things. We're still in summer mode. So we're still kind of doing casual Tuesday, Thursday, community raid sort of things. And we're going to be doing that for the next couple weeks. Then we're going to do some co-stream sort of stuff. I may take like a week or two break between the end of our summer stuff and the start of our fall semester. I just kind of get me acclimated to my classes. Picked up another class today. For example, hey, good evening. Hey, thank you for the follow. Philippe Laws. What's up, Kuya? How you doing? But just to give you a little bit of a preview, we're going to do Shadowbringers next week. We're going to do Endwalker the following week. And then after that, I think we're going to do a couple of streams that are going to be like community streams, like state of the stream and channel. Also like some preview stuff for the fall. Maybe I'll even have a lecture series trailer for you. I don't know. We'll see. I'm working on some stuff. But we're also going to do, for anybody interested, some research assistant training, like onboarding. And so if you are interested in assisting in some way, then that's going to be a great way for you to plug in. I think it's going to be really cool. So there's that. And then it's off to the races just after Labor Day. We will do 2 streams a week that are lecture plays of Rebirth. We'll have the video essays, 6 across the course of the semester, that'll drop. You'll also be getting an extra stream a week. That'll be a co-stream of me and Evan live, different from the live show, or the podcast. And the podcast will come out on Monday. So there's that. Tons of content coming up for the fall. We're just trying to use the summer to get ahead of the curve because my world gets nuts come August 21st. So one thing to look forward to, everybody, and I do want to hype this right now. I alluded to it in the Discord a little bit earlier, but Monday's episode of the weekly show is going to be featuring an interview with none other than author MJ Gallagher. So you're going to hear, I think you're going to hear things in this interview that have never been found out in an interview. It's going to be really cool stuff. You're going to learn not just about the books that MJ writes, which they're bangers. We're going to talk about 16. We're going to talk a little bit about 7. But you are going to hear kind of the story behind the author too, which is going to be, I think you're going to love it. You're really going to love it, actually. If you like his books, and I know that our Discord has a book club that's doing some work on his books, you're going to really love Monday's episode. So that's a little bit of a preview for you. Teaser, if you will. But tonight, we are getting into some good stuff. Be careful not to burn yourself out. Thanks, Smith. I appreciate that. And I am working hard not to. So it's good. But Dawntrail is a good way for me to de-stress, all that. So tonight, everybody, we are in the midst of our review sessions of Final Fantasy XIV. If you are new to the show and new to the channel, my name is Wade, aka Professor Noctis, and I am faculty over at the University of Alabama, where I teach religion and video games, sometimes literature and other things as well. I use those opportunities to also teach some things here on Twitch and YouTube and wherever you find this channel. I'm super excited to be with you tonight, and tonight we're going to be continuing our review session of all of Final Fantasy XIV. If you've missed A Realm Reborn or Heaven's Word or the first part of Stormblood, go check those out in the VODs. Tonight we're talking about the Stormblood patches just before we get to Shadowbringers. And you guys, it's going to be good stuff. As always, we are going to be using Dr. Coker's 10-minute review and then stopping to play a few dungeons along the way together. So if you are a player of Final Fantasy XIV, you want to journey with me, you can hop over to my server. Data center is Dynamis. I'm on a new one and I keep forgetting it. I'm like Adamantus. It's not that. Or Aether. So anyway, it's data center is Dynamis, and the server is Halicarnassus. So come join me. Right now I'm flying somewhere in the logs, but it's Prof Noctis. Find me, friend me, and let's journey together. It'll be fun. Good times. with that, let's turn it over to our dear friend, Dr. Coker, who's going to lead us in a discussion of the post-Stormblood patches. That would have been great if I could have muted it right when the music stopped. Oh man, that would have been a pro move. I'm not a pro tonight. That's fine. That's fine though. Okay, so everybody go find Dr. Coker's gaming channel. Make sure you give this video a like and a watch, because every little bit helps. I do love the post-Stormblood patches. I love them. So here we go. Let's watch together. If you are new to Stormblood, a lot's happened. But we freed Alamigo, and now some of the residuals of that. Let's listen together, and we'll stop and tour a little bit.
Hello, Dr. Coker here, and I'm going to explain the entire post-Stormblood story in 10 minutes. This includes patches 4.1 to 4.56.
Can we just appreciate the art for a second? Oh my gosh, the legend returns. You've got some Final Fantasy Tactics action over here, but then you've got Rise of a New Sun, and we've got my favorite son, which is Little Alpha, the Choco Boy, right there. I love him so much. And then we're going to bring in this crew with Under the Moonlight, Prelude and Violet. We got a little bit of Xenos action coming back, and then Requiem for Heroes, which is great titles. Oh my gosh, I need them to like make all chapter titles for books.
Let's get started.
Everybody remember to go like and subscribe to Dr. Coker's gaming channel, since we are using him as our primary guest speaker.
The people are furious that Fordola has still not been executed.
Now, if you remember who Fordola is, she was kind of the main sort of like executioner of some Alamegans, and she is a prisoner of war right now, and they're like, we gotta kill her, because I think it's a line from Final Fantasy VII, people just feel better when there's somebody to blame and punish. So isn't that the truth? What a human experience. Let's continue.
Raban steps forward and reminds them that Garlemald thinks them savages, so they better not prove them right. The crowd disperses, and we see a glimpse of Fordola's past. We learn that her parents were stoned to death by fellow Alamegans because they were willing to peacefully accept their new Garlean rulers. After this, you investigate the lab where Kryl was once held, and find that her echo powers were being transferred to others, such as Fordola. Then you meet with the Sultana in Ul'dah, and she wants to help Alamigo. After much discussion, she sets up a mutually beneficial business agreement involving the abundant salt mines near Alamigo. Alamigo still has no government, so Lys arranges a meeting of local leaders. Unfortunately, the Kalyana, who worship Sri Lakshmi, crash the party and summon their primal.
And that's their primal, so I guess it's time to go fight their primal, shall we? So this is kind of an interesting fight. We're gonna go fight this one together. Can anyone else hear anything? Can you not hear me? Could you not hear any of that? Oh, that is a crying shame if that's the case. You can't hear anything? What is that? That's a pain. Check. Can you? I thought we could hear. That is so weird. So you can't hear any of this? You loved the Fordola arc? Oh, hi sub. You've joined us over on YouTube. Okay, I'm getting thumbs up, so I'm assuming people can hear. Go figure. IDK. Twitch was giving you issues? Why? Why is that happening? I don't understand. Everything's good on YouTube. That's so weird. You couldn't hear anything on Twitch. That's so stinking weird. I wonder why. I wonder why. I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening. That is so stinking weird. So the stream disconnected 3 minutes ago? Why did it disconnect? Twitch is being twitchy? Dude, I don't know. Things are Not going well. This is so strange. Y'all, I have no stinking clue. No stinking clue at all. Huh. But we're okay on YouTube. So weird. Now it's working fine on Twitch. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Well, now my Streamlabs is all jacked up. Yeah, like bad jacked up. What is happening? This is insane. This is insane. I have no idea what's happening. But I also know you're going to stay here. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, it wasn't just you. Listen, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying to help. Okay, something's happening. Something is happening. Okay, we're back. We're so back. I'm so back right now. I don't know what was happening. With that in mind. Sorry about that. Okay, I have to admire the new Porksy mount. Okay? Twitter friend Kevin sent me a Gongcha tea, boba tea code, and look what this guy can do. Pretty amazing. So anyway, we got this. Also, you can see that I'm working on Dancer, and I did like the Aladdin vibe that I was giving off, so I decided to go Hula Dancer for Tural. And so as you can see, like, this is what I look like. I am a straight up hula dancer now. This is my new life. So, yeah. Like, and here's me dancing. I love to dance. This is my new life. Very dramatic. Yep. Yep. Just like Hawaiians always wanted. So, that's me in all my glory. I'm very summer coated, right? Anyway. So, let's look at OMG, that's right. That's right. That's the exact response that I wanted from people. I wanted them to really feel like that was it. Dude, oh, I'm level 69. I can't do any of this with him. Oh, that's a shame. He looks like Ryan Reynolds from Van Wilder. That's exactly what I was going for. Yes. I'm the Van Wilder of Final Fantasy XIV. That's exactly what I wanted. Ta-da. Yes. I am Party Bro. That is me. Yes. Yes. That's so good. So good. Okay. So. I'll tell you what. Let's continue on with the video. Just because I don't know how long this stream is going to last tonight. So let's watch this.
Lise gives Fordola a weapon and a chance to redeem herself. Possessing the Echo, she's able to face the Primal alongside you and Arenvald, who also has the Echo. Lakshmi is defeated, but Fordola voluntarily goes back to her cell, racked with guilt. Moving on, it is decided that Alamigo will be ruled by a body of elected representatives, and the Sultana relieves Roban of his duties in Ul'dah so he can help rebuild his homeland. Sometime later, reports of sightings of Yotsuyu and Gosetsu reach Hancock.
If you remember right, Yotsuyu and Gosetsu died in the collapse of the Doman Castle. But here they are.
So he summons the Scions back to Kugani. Their investigations lead them to the Ruby Sea. Just as they arrive at the Ruby Sea, Garlemald attacks the Confederacy, which seems to confirm their suspicions that Yotsuyu is there. The heroes intervene and fight through waves of Garlean soldiers until they find Gosetsu and Yotsuyu, and to their shock, Gosetsu is protecting her. He explains that when the roof of Doma Castle collapsed on them, so did the floor beneath them, and they were swept away in the river. Thus they survived, but Yotsuyu seems to have lost all her memories, so he believes the kami gave him the duty of protecting her. They go to the Doman Enclave to seek Heian's orders on the matter. Heian assigns a guard to watch her for now, but the guard panics and flees. You chase him down and find that he has a dark history with Yotsuyu. In the past, he once employed her as a prostitute, so he feels he bears some of the blame for the hurt she inflicted on Domans years later. Heian assigns someone else the task. Then a Garlean ship approaches peacefully. It lands and outsteps Ambassador Asahi, stepbrother of Yotsuyu, and Maxima of the Garlean Populares. The Populares are a faction of
Asahi becomes more important later.
Garleans who want to reform Garlemald and make peace with its neighbors. Asahi and Heian negotiate back at the Enclave, where Asahi says that as long as Doma promises to stop icons in their lands, Garlemald offers peace.
Notice they called them icons instead of primals here. A little foreshadowing for Final Fantasy XVI. Kind of interesting.
Also offers many Doman prisoners in exchange for Yotsuyu. Later, Heian puts Yotsuyu to the test and is convinced her amnesia is real. He agrees to Asahi's terms, except he says that as long as Yotsuyu's amnesia persists, she is to stay and be considered a Doman citizen. Asahi visits her briefly and gives her a mirror, but she doesn't remember him. Before Asahi departs, he speaks to you alone and drops all pretense. He says you're disgusting, he hates everything you stand for, and that there will be a reckoning. Once he's gone, you tell Heian what happened, but he still thinks it's best to play along. The hero then has a vision of the past, and we learn that Asahi is in complete awe of Xenos and reveres him. Back in the present, we get a small glimpse of Xenos.
Yeah, Sub, I loved this crew too. They were great companions. I thought Heian, Yugiri, and Gosetsu were awesome. They were comedic at some points, but they were also very serious. They had great backstories. I loved Lise. I loved all of them.
Showing he is somehow still alive. Sometime later,
somehow, the Emperor Palpatine has returned.
Yotsuyu wanders off to get a persimmon for Gosetsu, going into a nearby village where everyone hates her and she has no idea why. Heian arrives and defends her despite the angry villagers. The next morning, you meet with Asahi for the prisoner exchange, and he brings Yotsuyu's abusive parents. She collapses when she sees them, and painful memories rack her brain. She goes missing for some time, but after a while, we find that she killed her parents and re-embraced her evil nature, all orchestrated by Asahi. The prisoner exchange is resumed, but now Yotsuyu has fully returned to her evil self and claims authority over Doma. After Heian says her authority is no longer recognized, she pulls out the mirror and transforms into a primal. The hero defeats her, but Asahi says that she was a Doman citizen who summoned an icon.
This is the face of someone who is very well adjusted, as you can see. Those eyes aren't crazy at all.
So all negotiations are off. As she dies, she uses her last bit of energy to kill Asahi. Her final words are her wondering how Gosetsu liked the persimmon she gave him. You have another vision, and this one shows that Xenos gave Asahi the mirror and planned this summoning. He even expected you to defeat her, but he wants to use this as propaganda to silence the Populares. Back in the present, Gosetsu grieves over Yotsuyu, and Maxima of the Populares approaches. He still wishes for peace and intends to help the Scions now. Boldly, Alphinaud offers to travel with him back to Garlemald, and he accepts. Later, the Doman prisoners are returned to their families. Then Gosetsu shaves his head, says he's no longer fit to wield a weapon, and he wishes to spend his days on a spiritual pilgrimage. Heian gives his blessing. You return to Rhalgr's Reach to update Lise. She and Thancred are most shocked about Xenos being alive, so you decide to check his grave. Sure enough, it's empty, and Asian possession is suspected. Meanwhile, a katana-wielding soldier in Alamigo kills a fellow soldier and flies away. Later, en route to Garlemald, Maxima and Alphinaud are attacked by a Garlean fleet. They are rescued by a man calling himself Shadowhunter, and together...
There were so many reveals in the post Stormblood. I forgot about all of these introductions.
Together they walk the burn,
Wow.
a barren land between Doma and Garlemald. Back at the Rising Stones, Thancred offers to sneak into Garlemald to check on Alphinaud. Some months later, Thancred returns and says the people of Garlemald are furious about the Doman's summoning and the voices of the populares are drowned out. He found that Alphinaud never made it to Garlemald. Y'shtola and the other scions investigate the burn. They find the wreckage and notice
The
that Guardians
burn.
were on both sides of the fight. Moving on, Hien says he needs to shore up his defenses and make some alliances. Y'shtola says there's a powerful Allagan generator in the burn that she believes was used to raise Azus Law aeons ago. She thinks it could be used to create a protective barrier for Doma if they can feed it ether somehow. Hien
Also, the music that's playing right now, this is so good. I love this song.
suggests they travel to the Azim Steppe, where there is a legend of an ancient powerful ether transmitter. Meeting with tribes of the steppe, lots of fighting ensues, but after a few victories, the Datharl and the Oranir tribes swear to ally with Doma. Then the Mole tribe leads you to the ancient transmitter. As the engineers get to work, the Scions leave to attend an Eorzean Alliance meeting. At this meeting, the leaders spend most of their time talking about how all their problems point back to the Ascians, and it's imperative they unite against them.
And all of the solutions point back to me. That's important to remember.
Alamigo joins the alliance. After some discussion, the Scions are all suddenly racked with pain and hear a voice telling them that twin dooms approach. Thancred then collapses and enters a coma-like state.
Thancred.
Connie Cinna inspects him and says it appears his soul has been separated from his body.
So
Later, the same happens to Urianger and Y'shtola. Alice is very concerned about the situation
Well,
and
of
takes
course
some
she is.
time to visit Gabu, but he remains silent as
He
before.
really is. So good.
Meanwhile, Xenos urges Emperor Varus to attack Alamigo, but he hesitates. Then a man named Solus enters the room. He's an Ascian and the founder
Ho ho ho! Solus!
of the Guardian Empire. Later at the Rising Stones,
Me too, sub. Like, that is so underappreciated. The Azim Steppe. I love that area. It's so good.
Cryo offers to help the comatose Scions. She uses
Also, Azim Steppe and then the name Azim? That's interesting. Do you think that's coincidental or is that like definite tie? I don't know.
Matoya's crystal eye, but it's of no use. Maxima comes to Alamigo to warn them of the Black Rose, a Garlean weapon of mass destruction. He also warns them that he believes Garlemald is about to attack Alamigo. He tells the Scions Alphinaud is traveling with Shadowhunter. Moving on, the Scions return to the burn with Hien and erect the protective barrier. This barrier will prevent Garlean ships from crossing the burn. Just then, a small Garlean ship approaches and is stopped by the barrier. The ship lands and Hien lowers the barrier. Out of the ship steps Shadowhunter carrying Alphinaud, who is also in a coma-like state. It is then revealed that Shadowhunter is none other than Gaius von Belsar.
Surprise!
After Lahabrea used him at the Praetorium, Gaius left Garlemald to dedicate his life to hunting Ascians. Sometime later, Emperor Varus agrees to meet with the Eorzean leaders to negotiate peace. Their discussion goes on for quite some time, and Emperor Varus maintains that Eorzeans should simply join Garlemald and be united under one kingdom. Negotiations fail.
This scene is so Final Fantasy VI coded. There's a scene where your party, the returners, meet with Emperor Gestal in Vector, the Imperial City, and this gave me such vibes. Even the framing of it with the Emperor on one side and the Scions on the other.
Simply join Garlemald
guys,
and be united under
very
one kingdom.
six-coded.
Negotiations fail, and Varus proudly reveals that Garlemald was founded by an Ascian. War breaks out at the Gimlet Dark. Then at the front lines, Alice collapses into a coma, and moments later, you find yourself face to face with Xenos. During the encounter, you collapse and you find yourself in a magical rift where an enigmatic figure speaks to you. He says he's in urgent need of your help, and whether you win or lose the war you're in, doom is coming. He urges you to go to the Crystal Tower.
Y'all.
You awaken in Ishgard and learn that Estinian removed you from the battlefield when you went unconscious. Meanwhile, in Garlemald, Emperor Varus is preparing to unleash Black Rose. and the katana-wielding soldier says some mysterious words about you taking time to get stronger. Later, you gaze upon the Crystal Tower and think about how all of the Scions are in comas now because of this mysterious soul caller. And that concludes the story of the post-Stormblood patches. I hope you've enjoyed this recap. Stick around on this channel. I'll be releasing the next video in this series, The Story of Shadowbringers. Until next time.
Pretty awesome. That was a great 10-minute summation, I think. Again, go give Dr. Coker all the love, because that's great stuff. Great work that he's done there. So, I mean, that fully catches us up in like the quickest way possible. So before, like, I mentioned tonight was gonna be a super short stream. We're gonna be super short, but I am gonna do like one quick little dungeon here, maybe try to hit 70 with my dancer a little bit, and we'll just kind of chat and stuff if y'all are up for it. But yeah, we'll, like I said, we'll get back to a normal size stream on Tuesday when we do Shadowbringers. But that's a great summation. Let's hop over here. No mention of Y'shtola telling Magni, I'm not interested, little son. Try again when you become a man. Boy, isn't that the truth? What a banger thing. So, oh no, I've got to hit level 70 with my dancer. So we're gonna do level 70, and then we're gonna run the Gimlet Dark. So we'll do those two things tonight. Maybe fully attune with gear. Sound good? Let's do it. Because I mean, I can't let this cosplay go to waste, you know? This is really important stuff. Castrum Abania, that's going to be the one that we do first. Here. I didn't really... Let's try that. This song, like I said last stream, is so good, right? It reminds me of my doctoral coursework in running. So Stormblood, you guys, like, I just freaking love Stormblood. Like, I love this area particularly. It's just so cool. This music is so heroic and epic, and I love it. Absolutely love it. How long is this? 9 minutes? Yeah, we can go 9 minutes for this. That's good. Bum, 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 bum. This song is great. Songs of Salt and Suffering. It's so good. Also, shout out to our dear boy Alpha, sitting shotgun here with me. Love it. It's just so nice. I also have the Alpha bike. Yes, we make some. Honestly, Sub, let me tell you this. I saw your tweet and I was like, well, I have to go get this. I need to go get it for myself, and I did. Where's a fate? I need to join a fate. There's one right over here. After that. So it's that peer pressure, you know? I just had to. Okay, he must be up here. No, maybe he's down here. Where is the fate? Ah, it's right here. Peer pressure done right. I don't want to fight you. You are not the fate. Okay, time to dance. I'm not a great dancer, but I do have an Alpha pillow. I do. I love this Alpha pillow. Like, I'm a big Alpha fan, everybody. What can I say? Love Alpha. Love Alpha. Y'all, I've been leveling so many different classes in this game. Like, I'm a level 94 Paladin, 94 Pictomancer, or 93 Pictomancer, 94 Viper, 93 Sage, and now I'm a 69 Dancer. I'm gonna get all of them to 100. That's my goal. One of each. One of each. Keep watching the clock to make sure that I can get in this duty. What is my favorite DPS? A good question. Viper. Viper. I really surprisingly like Pictomancer though. Oh my gosh, I like Pictomancer. It is fun. It is really fun. Yeah, having an absolute blast with Pictomancer. I don't know what it is. I didn't particularly care for Realm in Final Fantasy VI. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I just really like Pictomancer, you know? No, please don't let me die. Oh. Chocobo. Choco heal. There we go. I like Dragoon. I do like Dragoon. I've just always been a paladin. I just recently picked up all these DPS jobs. I mean, I say that. I'm like a level 80 red mage. I'm like a, yeah. I'm like a level 60 dragoon. But no, Viper and Pictomancer, they're great. Dancer is not my favorite. It's fine, I guess, but it's not really my favorite. Picto is really cool, and I'll say it's interesting because I really like Picto because you go in like into a battle with charged canvases. And I think it's really, it just feels different than other things in the game. And to mix and match different like paint abilities, it's really fun. It's really cool. Aesthetically, it's very, very fun. Like, very cool to look at and stuff, but... Okay, I really need this thing not to pop so that I can finish this fate. This fate is taking longer than I thought it would. Paladins to me what Dragoon is to you. Okay, yeah. I just always defaulted to it. Yeah, listen. I get it. You can be the Cain to my Cecil, you know? Oh, man. Realms theme's pretty good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Oh no, I am going to die. Run away! Okay, now, let's kill this last one here. Don't let him do it to you. Oh, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're in the 11th hour here. Don't let him do it to you. What am I doing? What am I doing? This fate is eating my HP. I know. I'm almost done with it. That should do it. Now, send him away. Okay, thank God. Oh my gosh, that was a disaster. Come on, Chocobo. Everybody, you know what I named my Chocobo, right? It's Interceptor. You know why it's Interceptor, right, everybody? What is happening here? Nope, I want... That's it. Interceptor for Shadow's Dog in Final Fantasy VI. I don't know with my original name, Cecil Locke Villiers. I don't know why there's nothing Final Fantasy VII coded in it. We've got Locke from 6, Cecil from 4, Villiers from 13, Interceptor from 6. Nothing from 7. I think when I started playing this game, I didn't want to be one of those 7 fanboys. And now it's like what I create more than anything. Content creation. The Minotaur. Okay, how many more of these? No one is signing up to be in this thing. Your chocobo's named Terrence? Oh, that's amazing. Like, is that like Terrence from Final Fantasy 16? Or is that just a coincidence? Daisy! What's up? How you doing? How you doing, Wolf Daisy? My first Twitch friend ever. From way back when. How are you? My gosh, how's your summer going? So good to see you. It's not a reference at all. Your friendo Noctis is doing pretty good, Enjoying the low-key summer months. Low-key summer vibes. You know? Interceptor is a long name for a dog, Smith. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't love that name, but I did enjoy... Like, I've always wanted a dog named Interceptor. It just never really worked. You'd think that I would have named Fisher Red, because he does kind of... It was in the running. I almost named him Red, but... Interceptor's not a great dog name, I'd say. Oh, goodness. Waiting for the dungeon to pop. Waiting for the dungeon to pop. I just want to hit level 70, you guys. Daisy, look at this. Look at this amazingness. Look, I'm a hula dancer in this game. Isn't this amazing? See how I dance? Ta-da! I'm very festive for summer. Look at all these flourishes I can do. Wish I could dance like that in real life. I cannot. Oh, very lovely. Very lovely. I love the encouragement there. There's a lot you could have said, but I love that you're supportive. You've been playing FF6 for the first time and you accidentally let Shadow die permanently? Oh, Vincier, I'm so sorry. Happens. It does happen. Oh, it happened, everybody. It happened. It popped. Now, let's see if I can let these people down. I have a tendency when I'm a dancer to let people down. Though, gotta say, the other night, Esper came in clutch, didn't he? I don't remember this one at all, to be honest. I don't even think I have the right food for this. So we're gonna eat some tenacity food. I'm so unprepared. Again, the worst dancer. Oops. Oh, where am I going? Okay. If you see me... Okay, see you, sub. Have a good night. Bye. Okay, we're still gonna go this way. We're still gonna go this way, aren't we? Amazing. We love that. Oh, don't do that. Ooh. This is not going well at all right now. So have you all played 14? Like, is this something that you've done before? I know a lot of our usuals have not gotten this far in 14, and so they're kind of avoiding some of the streams right now because they want to experience themselves. Totally understand that. Oh, I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons. Never touched it. Really? Any reason? You're a pretty big Final Fantasy guy, Trenton. Is it because it's an MMO? Or just too daunting with all of the additional stuff you have to do? Totally understand either way. I was a big WoW guy, so it was really easy for me to come over here. I used to say that I wasn't as into WoW as other people. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Then somebody said to me, so what do you do in that game? And I was kind of telling them a little bit about it, and they were like, okay, well, what level are you? I was like, oh, well, I'm max level, and I'm up to date on all the story content and all the patches and all the raids. And they said, I hate to tell you this, but you're pretty dang hardcore if you're max level, done all the raids and all the story content. I was like, I guess you're right. So now I just say I was pretty into WoW. Learning how to dance with Prof and Hot Fizz. So you want to be a dancer? You played the trial for about 7 or 8 hours, didn't get grabbed at all, yeah. That is fair. I bought A Realm Reborn, played it from that first day on, and like I remember, like I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, right? But my roommate at the time, he and I were looking for a game to play, so we ended up just playing all of A Realm Reborn together, and it was awesome to do that. So Hoven, you're not in. Like, we're not even doing story at this point. We're just like leveling my dancer and vibing. So this isn't really spoilers at all. I'm supposed to raid a little later on tonight, so it does help to play with other people, I will say. A Realm Reborn is way better with friends. Oh, have I told y'all about... Oh, we haven't talked about this yet. Last night, you guys, I'd been raiding with some friends. Oh, so we finished the story portion. We're just in between patches right now, and so, like, tonight's story portion was really, really short. We'll be back into main story stuff on next Tuesday. But, last night I was raiding with some friends, and we were walking through Ul'dah, and a town crier ran by screaming about a house party, a birthday party, and a brothel that was happening at their house. And so we were like, after the raid, we were like, okay, well, let's go, let's check out the party. Y'all, it was 80s themed. There was a whole website about it. We went to this party, had the best freaking time. I posted some pictures over on Twitter. If you haven't seen my pictures of the 80s party, y'all have got to go do that. It was so freaking fun. There was a DJ who was live on Twitch, and so we were all just dancing and like having like we were hanging out with the bartender, having drinks at the bar, and every time you bought like one for 40,000 gil or whatever, they would put you in for like a gambling or a draw sort of thing, where you could win money or even a mount. It was so freaking cool, you guys. We had the best stinking time. Like, I stayed up later than I needed to last night to do that. Yeah, the pictures were cool. And we had tons of pictures from the event. It was insane. It was so fun. They started playing Mr. Brightside at one point, and we were all like, it was like game day. Great. What am I doing? This crew over here, they're probably like, who is this hack over here that's not even helping DPS? And I'm really not helping them DPS at all. I'm just kind of like going through it. They are carrying this team, and I'm just ribbon dancing my way through life. A roll tide death at 14, let me tell you. Good music here. Real good music. The one thing I do like about DPS is that I can just kind of go on autopilot with DPS. As long as I don't stand in crap, it's pretty good. Tanks and healers, you really can't. Oh, there was oh yeah, I did get a notification they had fixed the visa issue. Yeah, weird. Really strange. Also, Hoven, make sure you notice my beautiful hula dancer. This guy, subject number 24. He's from Final Fantasy VI, everybody. I just want to hit level 7 for you guys. I just want to hit level 7. Thanks for joining me tonight to help me. Oh, everybody get on me. Here's some shields for us. Look at that. Headed to Copacabana. Yeah, I'm battle ready. It makes sense because DPSs can die very, very quickly. So it makes sense that I might not have any armor. That's my headcanon. I think I'm gonna hit level 70 in this dungeon. I hope I am. Everybody, just a reminder, since I already mentioned it at the top of the show, but lots of new content coming up. We're still in the summer sessions right now, but post Labor Day, which is a little over a month away, we're going to be hitting it pretty hard with the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth content. I know you're excited about that one. We're going to have a great time with it. But in the meantime, hope that you're watching and enjoying the weekly show, Prof Weekly. Evan and I talk about a variety of topics. We're kind of getting the kinks out of the show right now. It's going pretty well, I think. But Monday's episode is going to be really, really great. We are doing an interview with a good friend of the show, the one and only MJ Gallagher. So get excited about that. I feel like we really got some great stuff in that interview. I think we're going to enjoy it. It is like a curl print sarong. That is what I'm doing. If you haven't been hearing about this, hey, we got level 70! We did it! Mission accomplished, baby. Mission accomplished. We got the beat. That's what that trophy was. You're going to love the MJ Gallagher interview. You're going to love it. And that's one of a few interviews that we've got coming up. Some FF7 creators. Vanilla, what's up? I was just telling the chat about our about our experience last night at the 80s party. Oh my god. Vanilla joined me in the thing. But yeah, the remake lecture series is was kind of a proof of concept. I just wanted to see if that would fly, would work. And the Rebirth lecture series is about to be awesome. Let me just tell you, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really, really good. It's gonna be delving not just into Hebrew and Christian assessments, but also some Eastern, some more philosophical stuff. It's going to be looking at some literary stuff. Really excited about that one. And I can say that the actual lecture plays are going to be really good too, like the actual lecture plays themselves, and you're going to see all kinds of just really, really cool new stuff. Not to mention an additional stream every week. So that's right, everybody. We'll be streaming 3 times a week in the fall, and that's insane. Twice on Rebirth a week, and then 1 bonus stream, which I think is going to be a great way, maybe to start your week. That's kind of what we're thinking. So more info soon on that one. Oh, what kind of protein you want to get stacked? Well, it depends on what your goals are, man. Depends on what your goals are. Tell you this, I do, in all seriousness, I don't know if you're being serious or not, but any chance to talk about gains, you know I'm going to do it. After a workout, you want to use some whey protein. That's what I do. After, before bed, I use casein protein. How many eggs do I eat in the morning? Between 4 and 6. And some sugar-free, uncured bacon. Between 4 and 6. It just depends on how many slices of bacon I have. If I have less than that, then I'm going to be hungry. What I typically do is I'm going to chop up a golden potato, sort of dice it or slice it, and then I'm going to put some olive oil in that, and put it on a skillet on the stove. And then once that's getting pretty cooked, that's when I'm going to break eggs, and I'm going to just pour it in the skillet over the potatoes. And then you've got a really nice skillet sort of thing going. Skillet, eggs, and potatoes, and that's like the perfect ideal breakfast for me. Throw in some fruit for sugar, and yeah, I love that. You can add some spinach if you want. I typically do not. Another thing that I have really come to love doing is if you go to Publix, or if you've got a Publix around you, there are in the freezer section some Dole smoothie, fruit smoothie packages. You can get like 6 or 8 packages in one of these bags or whatever, and it's like a ready-made smoothie. I just toss in some whey protein with that, and you're good to go. Now, I know that these people are like, what is the dancer doing? The dancer does not even care about us. Yeah, I need to DPS this garbage here. Sorry, your DPS is coming. Your DPS is here to save you. Sorry, friends. I'm here to help. Doesn't matter. Heck yeah, those core power shakes. That stuff's good. I'm gonna give that to healer. Good job, everybody. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Tweeted him after you got the Norse book, done your final paper in freshman comp Myth on Myth and FF7, and because of it, in 1999, I had to write out the whole plot for the professor. Oh my gosh. Oh, where was this 20 years ago? Yeah, that's funny. That's amazing. When you're not playing Final Fantasy, you're in the gym trying to turn yourself into one. Hey, listen, that's the way to do it. What's your gym playlist? Well, what do you listen to in the gym? Today I was listening to a series of songs that I'm going to be putting in my lecture videos later on this year. So I was running through those things in my head today, listening to these songs, but it was definitely a little bit more epic. I think that the final Genova song, Genova Tenacity, I think, from Rebirth, is my latest, like, hype song. Oh my gosh, that song is so freaking hype. It's so good. Where am I going? Crystarium, maybe? Maybe. Or maybe I need to go to Rauger's Reach. Maybe that's it. Do I need to go to currency? Oh, 1105. I don't know about that. That song is so good. Find the Flame and Away are a must for the gym. If you want to do something great in the gym that day, heck yeah, that's the way to do it. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, so what eye level am I? Not high enough, I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna Rauger's Reach real fast. Alright everybody, so funny story, I am probably about to hop off here and go do some like raiding, which will not be online. Also, I am still kind of nurturing just like a little bit of a headache, so I'm gonna go deal with that too. Anyway, but we are all caught up on the oh, this song is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good, right? Oh my god. It's so pretty. I love it so much. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it so much. Oh. Look at... Oh, now I'm a ridiculous looking dancer. Look at this guy. Look at what he looks like. What is happening here? Goodbye, Hawaii. Hello. To this. It's like I went to the closet and said, I'm going to wear everything. Everything that I own. I'm wearing it all. Absolutely amazing. What in the Yojimbo is that? That's what I'm saying. Well, that's my new dancer garb. Well, yeah, yep. It's a very different vibe now, isn't it? What in the Yojimbo? That's craziness, you guys. Look at us go. Go figure. Well, everybody. Hey, Esper. I was like, you're making light of my Yojimbo outfit over here, Esper? Come on, bro. Just woke up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. 6 eggs and bakey. Well, everybody, I think it's about that time. We finished up the patches. So a little late. You're okay. You came right in at the end. So, good to see you, buddy. Anyway, so that's going to close us out for the night. Yeah. Y'all have an awesome weekend. And next Tuesday, we'll be back with Shadowbringers. But I hope you have a great night. All that matters is that you're here. All that matters is you're here. There we go. All right, everybody. Well, have a fantastic weekend. Whatever you do, stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Maybe even then, just do a wiser thing. And walk tall, my friends. Bye, you guys.